ClubExpress, News and Articles. The News and Articles function is generally used for two purposes. First, it's used to communicate announcements and other information to members and visitors. For example, certain features can be enabled that make it perfect for issuing a press release. News items can be entered with an active date, that's when the item will appear, and an expiration date, when the item will no longer be displayed. And each item includes a heading, summary, and detailed content about the news release or report, which can include any HTML formatting, links, and images. The second use is to serve as a library or repository of articles that can then be placed on the website or used in new emails sent to members and non-members. News items and articles are different from documents, and each have a place in your system. Documents are downloadable, can be made in various file formats, and are stored in folders on the Documents page. Articles can be time-sensitive, have a headline, can have a share image, and those flagged as news can appear on the news list page. So news is simply a way of promoting articles. Also, news or article content can be easily displayed in your club web pages and in emails. We're already logged into one of our demo sites as an administrator. Clicking on the Control Panel link brings us to the Control Panel. There are links on the Website, Club, and Communications tabs that all go to the News and Articles module. If you click on the View icon, it displays the News List page that shows the news items. This is the same page that you can place on any of your public or member menus. Items are organized by category. Each item within a category is shown with a heading, the published date, and a summary. Clicking the Read Article icon displays the complete news item, whose content can include text, images, links, and most other features accessible through the Advanced Content Editor. There's also a search function where you can search by title, description, author, category, and tags. This news screen is typically placed as a choice on either or both the public and member menus. Let's take a look at news and item administration. From the control panel, click on a News and Articles link or edit icon. As with most administration screens, there's a search panel where you can limit the search results. You can filter the results by headline, author, category, tags, status, and/or date active range. You can sort in ascending or descending order by headline, active, or expiration date. Click the search button to initiate a search. Note that you can hide the search panel if you prefer more room for the results, and show the panel at any time. The results display up to 30 entries on each page with the standard paging controls. Each entry displays the headline, author, category, status, visibility, and the active date and expiration date. The Maintain column has icons to edit the content displayed by this news item, to configure this news item's title, dates, and other fields, delete this item, view this item, and share this news article on your club's social networks, including Facebook and Twitter. Note that this option only appears if the news item or article is active. Categories can be used to organize the different kinds of news items or articles, such as regular notes from the club president, items from nearby clubs, or others in the same industry, member updates, formal press releases, etc. Click the Manage Categories button to add and edit categories. To add a new category, click the Add Category button and give the category a name. The Display Sequence button is used to control the order of the categories presented on the news list page that we looked at earlier. The category list shows each category name, the number of items in each category, and there's an icon to edit the news and article sequence within the category. If the category has no items, a delete icon is available. There's a system-level news category that can't be deleted, but if it's empty, it will not be shown in the user screens. Now back to the news and articles list. To add a news item or article, click the Add Article button. First, select the category from the drop-down list. The active date field allows you to preload an announcement before releasing it and making it available. It defaults to today's date. If you set an expiration date, the item will no longer be shown after that date. Then enter the headline, author name, and summary text, up to about 1,000 characters, and note that the author defaults to the current user, but it can be changed to any name. You can enter one or more tags to describe the content. This is useful when searching the news list. The tag field allows you to enter multiple words or phrases. Press Enter to add each word or phrase as a tag. You can also select the drop-down arrow to see a list of master tags and an X on each tag to remove it. And finally, decide if this item should be visible to everyone, or just members, or hidden completely so that only administrators can see it. There are a couple of options. Decide if this item should be shown on the main news page. Many articles are not intended as press releases or announcements. Instead, they're intended for use in emails or on the home page and should not appear on the news list page. Note that the only difference between an item called news versus one called an article is whether or not it appears on the news list page. Check the Show Active Date on News Story to display the date along with the content. For example, this box is typically checked for a formal press release. And check the Show Author on News Story if you want the author's name to appear in the content. Share Image allows you to upload an image that will be used if you share this item on a social network such as Facebook. When you're done, click Save or Cancel to close the window. Once the article or news item has been created, click the Edit icon to edit the item's content. You'll see the Advanced Content Editor and have a full range of tools for creating content. Please watch our Advanced Content Editor video tutorial for examples and details about using the editor. If an item is active, you can click the Share this news article icon to share a news item on your club's Facebook page or Twitter feed. The screen lists the social networks already configured, so you can click the appropriate buttons and fill out the information required for each network. Please view the social networking tutorial video for details about configuring this function and sharing content. News items and articles can also be added to other types of content. For example, the home page, custom web pages, and emailings. When viewing the Advanced Content Editor for the content, news items are available from the Insert Widget option in the editor. There are two widgets available. Select the Insert News/Article item to find the news item and paste it into the current editor session. The second widget lets you display a live view of the recent news and articles posts on a custom page or the homepage of your website. You can tell the widget how many days back to look and which categories to include, either all or just the selected ones. A common use for news items is when creating a blast email for sending to a distribution list. Many clubs and associations send regular email to members, updating them about recent developments in the club. This email can be constructed from a series of news items. To include content from a news item or article when editing the content of an email, drag an HTML element into the content area and edit that element. Then click the news item article icon in the toolbar, select the appropriate news item, and it's inserted into the element. So now you've seen how to create and manage news items and articles, and how to incorporate their content into your web pages and emails. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.